Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play God of War, where we are doing a little side quest for a change, and we are trying to find and destroy a statue of Thor, which apparently is a kind of distraction that even Kratos can get behind. But before we move on, we have some more runes to read over here, so
can you read
let's
it?
quickly do that.
Veithurgard. It means hunting death. Great.
Hunting death. What does that mean? Bad options. Hunting death. Does this mean someone died during a hunt, or they were literally hunting death? Sounds rough either way. Well, I mean, maybe if you're hunting death, death is hunting you back. But okay, we gotta continue, and presumably in this direction. My quest markers, anything to go by?
Wow.
Okay. Got some statues over here, but they're probably not the one we're looking for. I mean, the quest marker is a little bit further in the distance. But yeah, I guess I'm going to need a boat. So let me take this boat over here.
How do you even begin to build statues this big?
Dwarves are resourceful creatures. Annoying, but resourceful.
I guess they must have been pretty important dwarves.
Well, I guess the statues might have been carved from the rock. But yeah, apparently this is like the realm of the Dwarven King, or used to be anyway. Okay, well, this over here might be our statue. But there's also like a lot of stuff going on here. Do we want to take a quick detour and check out what this is all about? Well, first of all, I'm seeing a lot of dragons. Uh-oh, what's going on there? There's something moving in the distance. Yeah, I can see all the dragons. Alright. Let's take care of the dragons first, and then we will see what's going on the other side of these rocks. Alright. Got still some of the big guys over here. So let me try to take care of them first, maybe. Alright. Oh well, you were faster than me with that attack. I was trying to use my big attack, but it didn't work as well as I thought. And okay, that one guy is down. And oh, we have one of the fast guys over here, but it looks like Atreus took care of it. Okay, so much for that, but yep, there we go. It's another dragon. Huh, okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. This detour might take a little bit longer than I expected. If we gotta deal with yet another dragon.
Is this one chained up too?
What do you mean, chained up too? I don't... Oh, well, what the hell? I got a little bit blindsided by this one. Okay. Yeah, this one is chained up. But the one we fought before wasn't, so I'm not sure what you mean by chained up again. Cursed Tatzelwurm. Their spit is highly poisonous, even on the ground. Throwing the eggs with right mouse button will freeze them and keep them from burrowing underground. Okay. I see. Okay, let's maybe pick up the treasure over here first, and then we will
Father, over there.
take a look at that dragon. Yeah, one thing at a time, boy. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything here. Well, apparently I missed a Draugr. But I can just finish him off from a distance.
I bet there's more where those came from.
Oh great, another collection. Horns of Veithurgard. I've seen horns used by warriors or hunting parties to signal others, but these horns look fancier than most. They must have belonged to someone important here at Veithurgard. I bet each of them would fetch a nice bit of hexen.
There's a Thor statue on that island. That must be where the spirit's father is buried.
Yep, but one thing at a time.
Hey, wait for me.
I guess we will have a look at that dragon first. Also, I'm not sure if I have to interact with the portal to make it show up on my map. Just to be on the safe side. Let's interact with it once. Of course I can't travel to this yet, but maybe at some point I can. So, it looks like there might be something going on over here. Huh. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. I mean, clearly this is doing something, but I can't see what. Can we freeze it in place? Yes, we can. So, what did this do? Oh, it may have opened something over here. Alright. What are you doing, Atreus? Anyway, I will pick up this over here. I think I can recall my ex now. Let's keep going. Oh, it's another one of these. Yeah, I guess I'll have a look at it. Depending on how powerful the enemies inside are, I will either try to fight them or just save it for another time. Oh, there's no enemies inside. It's just some dust of realms. Okay, I will gladly take that. And apparently it still counts towards my objective, even though I didn't really do anything here. But okay. Alright, hang on a second. Let me pick up this over here. Indeed. Okay, that's another horn. Oh, well, suddenly we have another Draugr waiting for us over here. Just one? Usually Draugrs do not attack alone. This makes me suspicious. But yeah, I guess there's no other way but to go back. Alright, so now we're back down here. And now the question is, what do we do with a dragon? I mean, it's chained, so it might not be quite as dangerous. Also, we have some tablet over here.
I see something over there.
Can you read this for
Look
me?
here.
Yes, sir. Huh. Neat.
Alright, let me have a look at it. Cost of the hunt, 6 wolves, 2 men. Lo do they call to me. 13 draugr, 9 men. Lo do they call to me. 3 tatzelwurms, 6 men. Lo do they call to me. 1 troll, 1 and 40 men. Lo do they call to me. 1 dragon, 9 and 90 men. Lo do they call to me. Sounds like these people weren't good at hunting. Maybe they should have just stuck with deer and boar. Okay, so this is like a continuing theme here. They have been hunting all kinds of monsters for the Dwarven King, I suppose, and apparently a lot of people died doing that. And now that I think about it, they did mention, like, chaining up someone in... Oh, what the hell? Yep, this is not as safe as I thought it would be. But yeah, I think one of the lore tablets that we've seen mentioned that they were like creating stronger chains to chain up something, and I guess that's what they were talking about. Okay, as I can see,
I am aware of it, boy.
it still might be a problem to get closer to it. I mean, we have some places to hide. So maybe if I time this well, I can... Oh, well, so much for timing it well. There's still like other enemies waiting for us. Alright. Oh, we have more over here. Well, but I guess the dragon breath would hurt them as well. Oh yeah, it totally does.
Switching.
So you can maybe just finish off this one over here. There we go. And I can see like one over here. Alright, let's try to get rid of these dogs first before we move closer. I'm not sure if I'm actually harming this one. Maybe I'm not close enough for the game to register this enemy. Okay, it does. God. That's a draw gun. Okay, well. Now, what are we going to do about this situation? Again, if I'm quick, I might be able to make it into that safe spot over here. Why am I doing this again? Oh, apparently the electricity on the ground can also harm me. I see. Okay. So, is there going to be another safe spot? Well, I guess I'm just going to make a run for it.
Mother used to tell me stories. Can we help him?
This dragon is dangerous.
I guess so.
Oh.
But it sounds so sad.
It sounds so sad. But first of all, I need to deal with this guy over here. I mean, if I can time this correctly, I should be able to just take him down like this. Oh, well, maybe not, because it doesn't properly hit him. Okay, in that case, I guess I'll go for the axe instead. In The X doesn't really hit him either, but a little bit better. Okay, but the good news is apparently I am safe from the dragon here. Anyway, what are we going to do about it? I think I got like a quest about it, right? Let me have a look at it. No, it should be goals. Yeah, this is the one. Othur's imprisonment. Destroy shrines binding Othur. I had heard whispers of a dwarf king who was capturing dragons. I don't think it was possible until we found one chained by 3 magic shrines. I know they can be dangerous, but it just feels so wrong to keep them chained up. The 3 shrines in the area are what is keeping Othur in captivity. We'll have to avoid him and break those shrines if we want to set him free. Okay. Sure. I guess that's what we're going to do. Okay. The location of the shrines is like very vague. Also, maybe I do want to unmark the other quest. Oh, I think it's already unmarked. Okay, well, let's see where we can go that is safe from the dragon. Well, first of all... Oh, well, there's one, like, right behind me. Okay, I do think, however, that I'm more or less safe from the dragon here. Of course, these are the guys that can regenerate, which means, they should definitely come a little bit closer if I properly want to destroy them. Oh well, this actually works as well. Right. Okay. So, you're currently peaceful, so maybe I can pick up this piece of health over here. Okay, and there we go again. Be careful, Atreus. You're standing kinda in the line of fire here. Okay, so... Is this like one of the shrines? Yes, apparently it is. But... first we will have to take care of a few more Groggers. Oh, well, apparently the dragon can still hit us. Or can he? Yep, he can. He can. He has changed his strategy. Anyway, they just have to destroy it, right? Okay, there we go.
Mother had a story about 3 chained dragons in Midgard. The shrine must be related.
There were 3 runes on the pedestal.
We've got to find the other 2 and free them.
It does not concern us.
I know, but it's what Mother would have wanted. And it just seems right.
Guard your emotions, boy. Your enemies will not hesitate to use them against you.
Yes, sir.
So I think what the dragon is doing, he's just like shooting into the air and then the stuff is falling down on us. Let's see. Well. Okay, and I can kind of see where it's going to land based on the shimmering ground. Okay, I can work with that. Well, there's a rune chest. But I can't see any runes at the moment. But I think I saw like, yeah, we can probably drop down here. Let's do this. Oh, I think there's one on top of this. Okay. Here we go. This is just back where I came from. And I can already see more Draugrs. Quite a few, actually.
Well done.
Guess this actually was a pretty big settlement.
No longer.
Nope. Whatever used to live here, it seems to be gone. Oh, we have some like on top of these battlements or whatever. So time to use this strategy again. Maybe we're going to take out this one first. Right, and this one's for you. Oh, well, you actually survived that. In that case, I'm just going to kill you with my axe. Okay. Looking good so far. If they do create their bombs, Father can disrupt them by throwing his axe before they have time to throw it. Okay. I still prefer the, you know, deflecting the bullets or bombs back at them. Won't be needing that at the moment. And it looks like we're safe from the dragon for the time being. I don't think this is where we have to go, but let me check it out anyway. Yeah, this is just going back where we came from. But that means we don't have to use the same dangerous path right in view of the dragon again. Anyway, let's see. What else do we got here? Somehow I don't think I'm getting any closer to the shrines. Oh, well, and there's yet another Draugr. Okay, but again, just one. Unusual. Okay, yeah, this is not really where I have to go. Don't really need that either. Okay, now we are back at the rune chest, which I still need to open. So the question is, do we have any more clearly visible runes in the vicinity? First of all, I can see this over here. Can I destroy it from here? Alright. I guess I can jump over here. Well, not sure what's going on here. I mean, we have more runes, but it doesn't look like this is related to the rune chest I found earlier. Right, now let's deal with this guy. Oh, well, let me evade that one. And he follows it up with another unblockable. But okay. We got him now. Right. Oh, I see that raven over here. Can I hit you from here? If I can. Why are these items in that spot? Oh, okay, we have have another shrine on the other side of this. But I can't open it from here. Okay. Can I destroy this? Oh, this is apparently not the rune that I'm supposed to destroy. This may belong to this rune puzzle over here. So let me go back for a second and let's see if we can find the remaining runes for the rune chest. Because now the dragon is starting to attack again. I mean, that is one of the runes that I saw on that stone, so I'm surprised that I can't destroy that one. But maybe I should be looking in this place a little bit more. Because this is where I found the other rune. But so far, it's really the only one I can see. Yeah, clearly this is not a rune I can destroy. Maybe we're going to put that on the backbench for now and have a look at this gate instead.
Boy.
Sir. Wonder who wrote this.
A dwarf, presumably. The Gravedigger. While I throw dirt on the mangled citizens of Veithurgard, Mythological looks upon his newly caged beast with a gleeful fervor. I curse his name. The Dwarf King set the capture of trolls and dragons above the safety of his own followers. The same followers who served and revered him hunted these monsters and died forgotten. My attempt to free the beast failed, and Mythologica's punishment was swift. I am banned from Konungsgard, demoted to town Gravedigger. A fitting end for a once proud hunter whose prey hastened the fall of Veithurgard. Berthold. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we will continue to try to free the dragon. Of course, I feel there's no guarantee that the dragon won't attack us afterwards. Especially after we already killed one. Maybe the dragon is going to be angry about that. But either way, my hope is that once we freed and possibly killed the dragon, this whole area is going to be safer, so I can look for these missing runes for the rune chest a little bit easier. Instead, let's try to figure out this one. I mean, we clearly have some of the puzzles over here. I mean, you would think that this is the proper room, but I guess this is not the proper one. Okay, there we go. And yeah, the runes are missing on this side, so I guess this is one of the missing runes. Can we find another one?
This should be easy to solve now.
Okay. And I need like the move rune over here, I suppose. I mean, this one could be upside down because this is not actually a real rune. This is a real rune. Yep, there we go.
What do they say, boy?
True. It means to believe or to have faith in. So they still had faith in their king? Even after he got so many of them killed?
It is a command to have faith despite his failures.
Okay, I guess we're going inside here now. Maybe that's the way to get to that one Oh, hang on a second. I think we might be able to use this to our advantage. Yep. That was nice. And of course, if Atreus was actually a real person, I totally would have heard him as well. And it looks like we have another shrine over here, so I'll take a look at that in a second. But yeah, I will try to open that rune chest maybe once after we freed and or defeated the dragon. It should be a bit easier to find to look for the runes once we did that.
Another one here.
It's Skadi. Mother liked her.
Oh,
The great huntress.
That's right. Queen of the Hunt, they called her.
That's her father. And all the animals she hunted.
He taught her well.
And the last battle. Her father again. Both of them. In the snow.
And they're still there. It's quite a story.
well, I'm sure you're going to tell us the story, at least your version of it. Of course, I'm going to tell you mine, or the one from the actual mythology. Okay, I have 5 of 11 at the moment. So, let's have a look at the actual piece of lore. Skadi, a legendary giant huntress, one of Mother's favorites. She could hunt birds, boars, deer, anything. Her father taught her how, but what happened to him? Well, I guess I'm going to tell you. I'm not sure if Mimir is actually going to tell a story now or later at some boat ride like he did for all the other stories, but yeah, let's talk about Skadi. We have some time left in this episode, so maybe I will spend the rest of this episode talking about her. As Mimir mentioned, she's a Jotun, the goddess of the hunt. She's one of like the few Jotuns who is actually part of the core North pantheon. So it's not only Aesir and Vanir, but also Jotnar like Skadi. And I guess, yeah, this is apparently supposed to be her father, Siadi, who was also a Jotun, obviously. And the story is a little bit complicated. I think it starts with the gods Odin, Loki, and another one, I don't remember, going on a hunt, and they wanted to make like a fire in some stone oven, but they couldn't do it because apparently Siadi somehow prevented them from doing it, magically I suppose. And Siadi was in the form of a giant eagle, by the way. He could like transform into an eagle. And then he said, okay, I will let you make fire in that oven, but only if you share your food with me. So they agreed. They prepared like an oxen on the fire. And then Siadi ate from the meat, and apparently he ate so much that Loki became angry at him, and he used his, staff to strike at him. And then somehow his staff got stuck in Siadi's feathers, and Siadi flew off and dragging Loki through the air. And he only would let him go after Loki promised he would help Siadi to kidnap Idun, the one with the golden apples. So he agreed. Loki lured Idun out of Asgard, and Siadi, in the form of a giant eagle, kidnapped her and brought her to Jotunheim. Of course, the gods were not happy about that, especially since they needed her apples to stay immortal. And when they found out that Loki helped Siadi to abduct her, they told him, okay, you have to help us get her back. So Loki transformed into a falcon and flew to Jotunheim, which of course brings up the question why Loki didn't transform into a falcon when Siadi was dragging him through the air, right? That's a bit of a plot hole, but that's how it's written. So he flew to Jotunheim, he found Idun, he brought her back, and Siadi, of course, followed them all the way back to Asgard. And when he arrived in Asgard, the gods had a trap for him, and they killed him when he came to Asgard. And I guess that's what this is supposed to be, although he's not actually in eagle form on this panel. Either way, now enter Skadi. Skadi came to Asgard to seek revenge for her father. So the gods offered her compensation, which was fairly typical back then. The ancient Germanic tribal laws were almost entirely based on a system of compensation rather than punishment, which is fairly typical for a tribal law where you don't have like a strong central authority that can dispense like sentences that everyone will respect. And the alternative is not to have any kind of system, which will then lead to revenge and blood feuds. So it was basically a system of compensation, meaning for pretty much every crime you had like a specific compensation that you had to pay the victim, or in case of murder, the victim's family. So that's why the ancient Germanic laws that we have written down are basically just a catalog of what you have to pay for which crime. So if you caused someone to lose a finger, you had to pay like, I don't know, 2 pigs. And a thumb was more expensive than an index finger and so on. And likewise, there were like specific compensations required for killing someone. Little interesting fact, by the way, the compensation that you had to pay for killing a woman was very often significantly higher than the one for killing a man. I think sometimes up to 8 times as much as you had to pay for killing a man for some reason. We don't really know why, but apparently killing a woman was actually more expensive. And something like the death penalty was like extremely rare in Germanic law. I think it was only used for treason or cowardice in battle, and basically blasphemy, like destroying a holy shrine or a holy grove, because that was a crime against the gods, so you couldn't really compensate the gods, and that's why there was a death penalty for that. But for anything that was between 2 people, there was some kind of compensation required. So when Skadi came to Asgard to demand revenge for her father's killing, it was not unusual that the gods said, okay, we killed him, so now we're going to offer you some kind of compensation for it. And Skadi actually had a very specific compensation in mind. She wanted to marry an Aesir. As a matter of fact, she didn't want to marry just any Aesir. She had a very particular one in mind, and that is Balder. Because, Balder was supposed to be the most handsome of them all. I guess this game doesn't really do him justice in that regard, but as we've seen, this game has like its very own version of events. But yeah, Skadi wanted to marry Balder, but apparently the gods weren't quite happy with that, so they offered her a deal and said, okay, you can choose any among us, but you can only choose based on their feet. So apparently they took all the eligible bachelors and lined them up in a row behind a curtain. So Skadi could only see their naked feet, and then she had to choose one. And well, she did. And she chose apparently the feet that seemed the most handsome to her, because she figured, well, these must be Balder's feet. But she was wrong, and the god that she actually got was Njord, the god of the ocean, who is technically actually a Vanir and not an Aesir, but at that point the distinction between Aesir and Vanir wasn't really all that meaningful anymore, because apparently they were all living in Asgard in some form. So she got Njord and she did marry him, but that marriage didn't quite work out, because he was the god of the oceans and she was the god of the hunt and the forests, so they couldn't really agree on where they wanted to live. And they came up with the agreement that they would spend 9 days in the woods in Skadi's palace called Thrymheim, which was like in the mountains, in the woods, and 3 days at the ocean in Njord's palace, which was called Noatun. And this rather random number of 9 versus 3 days may have been like symbolism for the 12 months of the year. So when they were spending their time at the ocean, the 3 months, that's basically summer. And the 9 months when they are in the woods, in the mountains, that's basically everything that's not summer. It's Scandinavia, right? The winters are long and the summers are short, so it's 3 months of summer and 9 months of everything else. So that was basically their agreement, but even with that compromise, it didn't really work out, because whenever they were at the ocean, Skadi couldn't sleep because the seagulls were making so much noise. And whenever they were in the mountains, Njord couldn't sleep because of the howling of the wolves. So presumably, at some point, they actually separated again, because it was just not a good match. And it's possible that Skadi may have married someone else afterwards, because she is sometimes connected to another Aesir god called Uller, who was more like a god like herself, like a god of the hunt and a god of winter and forest and so on. So probably a better match for her than what she had before. Also, Skadi is supposed to be like the inventor of skiing. She's sometimes portrayed on using like skis to go around, so that's rather interesting. But yeah, that's like the biggest story about Skadi in the mythology, and I'm pretty sure that Mimir will tell us a somewhat different story. But yeah, let's see if we can find anything of interest around here. Got a chest. And
Ready yourself.
we got another drawback. Can I destroy like... Yep, that's what I was trying to accomplish. Oh, well, I
Look at this place.
didn't see you at first.
Yeah, but if a dwarf built it, they must have been impressive back when he ruled.
I guess it used to be impressive at some point. Don't really need that at the moment, so I'm going to leave it here. But before I have a closer look at this place, okay, we have something over here. Maybe going to take care of that first. Alright. Take one of these.
Ah, more of those. Good.
More of those indeed. Okay, 3 of 6. Well, there's certainly no shortage of health crystals around here. What did that do, if anything? Oh, I see. It opened up something over here. Alright. And that's more steel. Okay, and now we are back here. Well, it looks like I might be able to go down here if the water was lower. Here we go. Oh, this is where the shrine is, right? Alright. Let's try to get rid of some of them from a distance while we can. Alright. Oh, well, are you going to explode on me?
Looks like we got them all.
Yep, but apparently the dragon can reach us from his spot.
Thought you said it'd be dangerous to destroy the other ones.
If it was your mother's wish.
Yeah.
You are too eager, boy. It may attack us, and we will be forced to kill it.
That's true.
Good point. I'll be ready.
We will see.
I mean, it was my mother's wish is basically Atreus's go-to excuse or argument at this point, is it not? Okay, don't really need any of these crystals, so I'm going to leave them here. They may come in handy later. And yeah, we have removed the water. Okay, oh, we got more Tatzelwurms over here. Supposed to use my axe on them, right? And you can try to shoot them as well if you like. You're not quite dead. Okay.
One more for the collection.
One more for the collection. Okay, I think we're making some good progress here. We have already destroyed 2 of 3 shrines, but the episode is getting kind of long, so I'm going to make a cut here, and we will continue to explore this place in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.